Hello everyone, in this video we'll discuss about Cisco SD-WAN underlay and overlay network. So SD-WAN architecture is divided into two very distinct parts, the underlay and the overlay. So if we talk about the SD-WAN architecture, we have a control cluster. So control cluster is made up of vManage. So we have a vManage. We have vSmart and we have a vBond forming the SD-WAN control cluster. Then we have WAN edges that are on the sides. Let's say WAN edge this is router 1, this is router 2, and we have a transport, let's say MPLS. So WAN edges as well as the control cluster is connected to this transport. Now how SD-WAN come up is, first R1 and R2 will form a control connection with the control cluster. So R1 will form a DTLS or TLS tunnel with vManage and vSmart, and a DTLS tunnel with vBond. Once the control connection is up, so this port of R1 that is connected to MPLS or a transport is called as a TLOG, let's say TLOG 1, and this port of R2 that is connected to MPLS is called TLOG 2. Once the control connection is up, then T1 and T2 will form a SD-WAN IPsec tunnel between them, and the service VPN traffic will flow over this IPsec tunnel. So over this IPsec tunnel, service VPN traffic will flow, and this control connection and this TLOG is a part of VPN 0, over which the control connection is formed and over which the IPsec tunnel is formed. So these are the part of VPN 0. Now if we talk about the infrastructure, if we just take this, if we talk about this, if we just take out this IPsec tunnel, then this complete network, complete infrastructure is underlay network. So underlay network provides the control connection with the controller cluster, as well as it provides the connectivity between T1 and T2. So VPN, if we talk about VPNs, we have VPN 0 and service VPN, right? So VPN 0 is a part of underlay, and the service VPN are the part of overlay. So the infrastructure, the network infrastructure comes under the underlay. Underlay role is to provide a control connectivity with the control cluster and to provide a reachability between the TLOGs. Then once that reachability is there, then TLOGs, WAN edges forms the IPsec tunnel between each other over each TLOG. Let's say if there's a single TLOG, then there is IPsec tunnel formed between R1 and R2. So this comes under the overlay. So this IPsec tunnel comes under the overlay, and the service VPN traffic, let's say VPN 1, VPN 2, whatever VPN you have formed on R1 or on, then that traffic will flow over this IPsec tunnel. So this IPsec tunnel is an overlay. That is the encapsulated traffic flowing between R1 and R2. So if we talk about underlay, the underlay network represents the hardware infrastructure, all the network devices that connects to the available WAN transport and the local site network. The router interface that connects to the WAN transport network are always configured in VPN 0. The attachment points that connect to the transport are called TLOGs. TLOGs play a very important role in abstracting the underlay network away from the overlay fabric and application. The main and only function of the underlay network is to provide the IP reachability. So as we discussed, this IPsec tunnel, this is the part of overlay. This IPsec tunnel is overlay, and rest this complete infrastructure are part of underlay. So this IPsec tunnel is part of overlay, and complete infrastructure part is underlay. So underlay role was to provide the control connectivity and IP reachability between T-logs so that they can form a overlay tunnel or a IPsec tunnel between each other. Now if we talk about overlay, Cisco SD-WAN overlay network is made up of IPsec tunnels. See, it might be IPsec or a GRE tunnel as well. Like for overlay, we might form a GRE tunnel as well. They traverse from site to site using underlay network from SD-WAN fabric. Each overlay tunnel is formed between two T-logs. The routing within the overlay is governed by overlay management protocol. So if we talk about the routing protocol, underlay routing protocol might be BGP, OSPF, EIGRP, anything, right? These are the underlay routing protocol. And the overlay routing protocol is OMP, overlay management protocol. So whatever route exchange will be done under overlay will be done using the OMP protocol that is running between the WAN edges and the vSmart. I hope this video is helpful, and I will be posting more videos on SD-WAN, so please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.